Welcome to the show. It's your buddy Uncle Bruce here. Stock markets with Bruce out of Creston, British Columbia in Canada. And it's nice to have you here today. Thank you for joining me. We are, what is it today? Wednesday, hump day. And watching a couple of things on the market this morning and keeping an eye on some of our favorite stocks to see what they're going to do. We have the Dow up a couple of points in the pre-market. It's been kind of flat here all morning. The S&P down 4, NASDAQ down 26. Oil down $1.44 a barrel at 66.85. Watching for this inflation thing has kind of come out as expected. 3-4% kind of talk. Still, the official line from the Federal Reserve and other government officials in the U.S. is, yeah, there's inflation, but it's what we call transitory inflation. What the hell does that mean? Well, in plain English, what it means is a one-off. It's a sort of a transition from a stagnant, shut down economy to a wide open economy. We're in the middle of it with variants and viruses in the middle of it all, trying to muck it up. But we're trying to reopen world economies here, not just America or Canada or Germany or France or Britain. It's the entire planet that's trying to get up and running. And you're going to get anomalies. You're going to get certain inflation pressures for certain areas for certain periods of time. What would you do? $15 SoFi. Let's see, 15 SoFi, $35 January calls, and $525 January 22 calls. So you got $25 contracts and $35 contracts. Do you actually own those? Why would you have purchased the contract so far out of the money? But I like the timing. You're okay on timing. But what you need here is the company to just release their financials, tell the world what they're going to do, and let's just sit back and see through this month into September. Can the shares reach this 2025 level again? And if so, these will react. There will be no doubt about it. The thing is that these SPACs, as I've said a million times, and I will repeat myself until I'm blue in the face, when they begin to run, they will really then run much more. These are powder kegs. These are TNT barrels surrounded by belts of TNT, and each one goes off after the other one, after the other one, after the other one. This will be a cascading effect of movement. Once SoFi starts a run to the 2022 neighborhood, it'll go to 25, 26, which will take it to 30, 35. It will just, you can't stop it then. It's like what AMC did a few months ago. It broke out and would not stop until it went to $70 a share. Wasn't worth it, but it went there. These stocks, your SPACs, are so small. When we talk about the big market picture, these are such small companies with smaller numbers of shares available to trade. Any kind of activity coming in here from the outside will explode these markets, just take them to another level. So your contracts, although they look way out, you've got way out. You've got January, and you can easily make money on these. Now, am I guaranteeing it's going to happen? Nope, I can't do that. But I like the odds because so much info is coming out on SoFi, and SoFi is doing so much promotion, and they're hosting the Super Bowl at their stadium. Yeah, I kind of like the future of the whole deal. So there you go. That's what I'd be doing. Just hang tough. And if you have any extra cash right now, you either average down, or what I would be looking at, start picking off 1750s. If you can buy in the money 15s, even better. Go long, get in there, and hang on. Let's see what we can do. How do you determine if the stock's getting shorted, or is it just normal stock movement? Yeah, after over the years, you learn, you sense, you can tell patterns that just don't make sense. Very intelligent stock traders, of which there are many, and very smart hedge fund traders, mutual fund desk traders, the folks that handle ETF transactions, pension fund transactions. These folks are incredibly brilliant in their fields. Um, if I am a desk trader, or I'm in charge of trading securities for a pension fund or a mutual fund, and my manager calls me in and says, "Hey, Bruce, listen, we have a position here of 500,000 shares of this company's stock. We want to get out of it. We want to sell out during the day today, maybe all this week, but sometimes you'll get called in and they'll say, we want to be out of here, within the hour. We want this stuff sold." These traders are so good at their jobs. They will sell that stock into the market, and the market won't even know that they're getting out. They're that good. They won't move the market. They won't. It won't. It won't change in price. They'll get the deal done. They have contacts all over the street for buyers of stock and sellers of stock. They're always getting calls everywhere from everywhere in the street for deals all the time. Are you a buyer of this? Might you be a seller of that? And if they need to liquidate stock, they find ways to do it. The stocks where, like GameStop or Sofi or any of the stocks we're following, if you see a stock do a knife edge cliffhanger drop like this, that is not a sophisticated seller liquidating a position for maximum liquidation. What that is a very sophisticated, very dedicated a seller that is literally purposely attacking a stock. They are purposely breaking the market on a stock. They're testing the resolve of buyers. They want to see what kind of depth this thing has. Are there any buy orders just behind the bids of notable size? That's what they're doing. They're coming in with 50, 100,000 share market sell orders, and they're telling their computer, I want to sell 50,000 shares, hit every bid down to X amount price per share. And then you hit the button, and the computer just, boom, enters the trade and just hits every bid. And it's computer against computer. That's what it is. I mean, there's all kinds of computers trying to buy stock, all kinds of computers trying to sell stock. And all of a sudden, an outside seller comes in with a couple 100,000 shares and just hits every bid there is. All these computers around the world light up just instantly in nanoseconds going, oh, there's an attack on SoFi. And a whole bunch of SoFi supporters might come in. A whole bunch of SoFi followers might be sending alerts. All kinds of computers are sending alerts to fund managers everywhere. Hedge fund traders, you name it, option traders everywhere on SoFi. They're all getting alerts. Stock getting hit. Stock getting hit. Stock sold at 1714, 1712, 1710, 1709, 1708. So many shares at each level. Bang, 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 bang. Seller is so-and-so, or there's five sellers at the same time hitting the stock at every angle without letting the stock even recover for a nanosecond. Us in the business, those of us who've been around a while, we look at that and go, that is program selling. That is out and out, pure, unadulterated attack selling on a stock. Been averaging now with 23andMe. I'm at 1,010 shares with an average cost of $9.65. Should I start writing calls, or do I wait a bit? You want to wait a bit right now. Want to wait a little bit right now for 23andMe. They have announcements to make, deals to commence, stock to move up, that get that market into the 25 neighborhood, and you will be writing calls and making all kinds of money. Oh, it's going to be juicy. So juicy. I sold a covered call on some Bank of America stock. My strike was $39, and now the stock is 42 with 3 days to go. What is the likelihood I will be exercised? It's almost 300 in value on that call. You likely will be exercised. You might want to buy that call back, turn around and write a new call for maybe a month from now or two at 42 to 44, 45. Maybe you want to write at 45 and just do a rollover. Can you theoretically write a new call for what it'll cost you to buy these back? Can you do one of those rollovers? You might have to write a 3-month contract at 44 or something like that, or 45. Got to look into that. There you go. There's ways to extend this game and lift the exercise price, of course, so you don't get exercised, or if you do, you get exercised higher out. Get ready, kids. This weekend, oh my God, It's happening noon Eastern time for each class, Saturday and Sunday, live right here. And Bruce will be on the whiteboard just going. This can be great.